What's up, everybody? Gridbot Guru here, and today what we're going to do is we are going to continue our journey with futures trading. Now, I am going to be doing this on KuCoin. I do have a referral link in the description. I am slowly starting to get myself used to this exchange. Several different reasons why. One of the main ones is that it does have trading bots, and there are also potential for shorting, trading, even the ups and the downs. Okay, and today what we're going to do is we're actually going to get into legit futures, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to set one up. And so if you're not part of KuCoin, click the link below. If this is your first time joining us on the Gridbot Guru channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and the next time that I end up setting or putting out a new video, you guys are going to get a notification for it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into KuCoin. You can see here's where, if you are part of this app, this is probably where you are going to be. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you kind of my breakdown of my assets, okay? And so with the assets, what you're going to end up seeing is you have, with KuCoin, one of the things that I like is you have lots of different accounts. So you're going to notice that I have a trading account. I have a main account. I have a margin account. I have a futures, a financial account, and then I have a sub account. What you can end up doing is you can end up moving your finances around, your assets around, in order to suit what you are doing. So currently, right now, what I have done is I have invested $600. A couple weeks ago, I put $600 in. It was like 200, 200, 200. And what I've been doing is using grid bots and accumulating $20, $30 profit, shutting it down, and then waiting for another opportunity to come about. So I started with, like I said, I started with 200, and then I put another 200 and another 200. So what I do is I have 3 bots. I run $200 each currently. And what I do is after I say I made at the end of when I'm happy and I'm like, you know what, I really like this profit, whether it's 1 hour or 3 days, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what, I like this $20, $30 in profit. Let me shut it down. So I stop the bot. I take that profit and I put it into, actually at that time I was putting it into my main account, and I've moved it over to my futures account. So what that looks like is my trading account is going to keep trading with just 600 bucks right now. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm using my other accounts to kind of as almost a bank or a savings account in order to hopefully get my trading account up to the next level. So I need about $30 more, and then I'll be at the point where I can end up running 4 bots then. So that's my goal. You also have, like I said, you also have a sub account, which is pretty cool as well. You can end up funneling some finances off into that, for maybe that's your account that you're just buying Bitcoin with. You can do different things. Anyway, what you need to do in order to start trading actual futures, what you are going to need to do is you're going to have some change in this futures account. Once you get that, what you're going to do is you're going to go up here, and then you're going to go to Futures Classic. I like the classic one. The light one is like a watered down version. I like the classic. So with this, what you end up having is you have, I'm going to change mine to the 1 day. I'm going to end up doing this as well so you guys can kind of see where I'm at. So what you have is you have your timeline up here. You have your chart here. Okay. You have your order book, real-time trades. You have your order history and all of that's down here. And then over here is where we are going to end up looking at going either long or short. And I'm going to kind of tell you how to think about it and what I look for on it. Again, I'm not a financial person. This is just something that I have kind of gotten a knack for, if you will, and is kind of one of those things that I enjoy doing. So one of the things that I ended up finding was let's go and find it. I found that XRP today, it jumped. Okay, so right now it's sitting about 15% in profit. Okay, and as a daily movement, let me get that down. Let me see. There we go. As a daily movement, you can see that it's come to around this area. To me, that's going to be a support area or a resistance area, however you want to look at it. Right now, it's actually technically a resistance area, I would assume, or I would think, because it is trying to go up through that. I do use TradingView for a lot of my actual charting, so this is going to be something that I I don't usually do on the actual website. And truth be told, I usually don't actually use this part of the exchange. I usually do it on my phone. So that's the app is wonderful for that. So what you're going to do is you're going to tell and you're going to explain, okay, and this is me thinking out loud for you all. You're going to go, all right, it's come up to a spot where I got a feeling it's going to go down. So then what I like to do is, in fact, actually, let me do one thing. I'm going to add one indicator, and that's the indicator I usually use, which is a MACD. So what you're going to see is you're going to see MACD on the daily. It's coming up. Okay? Sounds good. We are there. We are coming up. It's looking like, let me actually see if I can't make this bigger for you all. It's looking like it is going to end up continuing to go up. And my thinking is, all right, we got to a little spot. We may come back down to like 74, somewhere around there. But let's go ahead and let's look at what else is going. So what I do is I start backing it down. And my next stop is the 4-hour time frame. Okay, 4-hour, you have a big kind of wick here, and then it comes back down. All right, I'm good with that. 4-hour MACD looks like it's starting to lose some gas. Okay, I then go to, I wonder if I can do 2-hour on this one. I usually do 2-hour and look at that one. Okay, so again, MACD starting to lose some steam there. Looks like it might be able to come back down some. And I just keep walking it down. And what I end up doing is right now I'm at the 1-hour, and it looks to me like MACD is getting ready to turn over. What I like to do is I like to see like where it's at. So you can see that this is pretty high above this area. So again, get back down to like 5-minute time frame is what I kind of like to look at. And you're going to see the MACD's already come down a little bit. I will go and I will do some orders in this area. So you saw that I had some orders. So what I end up coming over here doing is I say, okay, here we go. I never use a ton of money, okay? That is going to be one thing that you do not want to end up doing is you do not want to use a ton of money to do this. So my gut is within the next probably hour, it's probably going to end up coming back down. let's see, where would be a good spot it could come back down to? I would say 75 is going to be a good spot. So what you end up doing is you pick a spot where you're like, you know what? I think it's going to go past this. So you see that it kind of got rejected about 80. Come over. Oops, too far. So it's hard for me to show you guys because I keep auto scrolling. But over here, it's going to be around the 80 mark too. So what I would do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go, I'm going to put my price in. So my price right now is 78.36, 0.7836. And then I'm going to use my leverage. Now my max leverage currently is 5. I think you can get more. I think you can get up to 100, maybe 125. I think 100 is the max for KuCoin. I don't know. I haven't investigated that much because it doesn't really matter to me. So I'm going to use times 5. Now I'm going to need to figure out how much XRP I actually want to buy. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do, since I'm wanting it to go down, I'm shorting it. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do TP stop loss of short. And this kind of runs you through of what exactly you see happening. Okay, so I'm going to go short on it. You want to make sure that you're doing the right thing on this one. Okay, so as I said, I think 75 will be a good spot to stop, but I also don't exactly know where my stop loss is. So we've said that we're going to go in at 78.36. And I said that I'm thinking that 80 cents is a good spot. So I'm going to put, if it goes to 81 cents, I want it to be done. I don't want to end up spending anymore. So I'm going to, not $81. 81 cents. Make sure you put your zero in there, y'all. All right. What you're then going to do is you're going to say, what is going to be my take profit? Okay, my take profit. So you want 0.75. Okay, so your profit is going to be about 21%, it looks like. Your stop loss is going to be about 18%. That's not very good. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that your take profit is about double your stop loss. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is start backing that down. So if we say 80, that's 11. So we could do 79.5, and that'll be about 8. So 79.6, 79.8 or 9. We got about 10. So we're looking at about 10% stop loss or 21% for your take profit. And then what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up telling whether or not you want to say you want to do 100. So that's going to cost you about $78. Okay, now you can do less. You can do 10, but you're going to need to do multiples of 10s, I believe. So you can do 150 if you wanted. You can do 50. Oops, you can do only 50, so that's about $40. So that is going to be kind of how you set up a futures grid. Now, currently the price is at 0.7829 and we're trying to get in at 0.7836. Again, it's one of those that's kind of like a waiting game. Down here, you need to make sure you either buy long or sell short. And currently what I want to do is I want to make sure I sell short. So if I were to sell short on this, I would end up going in and I would end up getting a 21% profit of my about $8. If I have my stop loss hit, that means I'm going to lose about 10%, 80 cents, I think. So I'm either going to gain about $1.60 or lose about 80 cents. I believe my math is correct on that. I believe so. Now I'm second guessing myself. Maybe 8 cents? No, 10% of $8 would be 80 cents. Yeah. So that's going to be about where you guys are at. Okay. Again, right up here. Oh, I messed something up. Oh, I messed something up there. Where was it? Oh, no, that's not it. There was a spot. I don't see it right now. There was a spot that talked about the liquidation price. If you, one thing that is cool about the website though is you have a calculator. I think it's on the app as well. This calculator up at the top, you can actually go to the liquidation price. So if you remember, we're at times 5. You remember our entry, we'll say it was 50. Or our entry was, what was it, 0.7836, and we have 50. So you're going to end up having a liquidation price. Oh, if I went long, make sure you got the right one right there. Restart it. So my liquidation price will be about 93 cents. So that means I'm going to lose it all. Okay. So make sure that you are thinking about these things whenever you are trading futures. Futures is one of those that you can end up losing everything. You have to be mindful of your stop loss. You have to be mindful of your take profit. You can't be too greedy on it. You have to make sure that you have a plan in place before you ever set the order. Okay? All right, everybody. I hope that helps you out a little bit. Again, if you're not part of KuCoin, click the link below in the description. Don't trade with funds that you do not want. Obviously, don't trade with funds that you don't want to lose, but don't trade with funds that you are going to just go nuts if you lose. Like if you're trying to, again, if you're putting 50,000, and maybe some of you out there can, if you're putting 50,000 on futures trades, make sure you're playing it safe. Looks like you can do times 50 on KuCoin, which again, the greater the leverage, the greater the profits. But the greater leverage, the quicker that you can end up getting liquidated. All right. So I said we were at times 5, and if we went short, okay, we would get liquidated at 0.9325. But if I went 50 times, we're looking at 0.7914, and that's on a entry price of 0.78. That could be just a real quick wick. All right. So make sure you're keeping these things in mind. All right, everybody, I hope this helps you out. Again, click the link below. If you are new here, please subscribe, hit that bell. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. If not, tell me why you didn't, okay? As always, I hope everybody stays green. I'll see you next time.